The coaching carousel continues to keep going round and round, with coaches abruptly leaving their programs to go somewhere else, or they're just walking away from the sport altogether, leaving coaching alone. Well, this one comes as a shocker because I didn't see this coach leaving his program, especially after the National Signing Day just took place. Guys, let's get into it. It's your favorite coach back at it again, 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow's Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell to get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, make sure y'all like, comment, and share these videos as well. And do Coach a huge favor. Tap in a friend or two and tell them to come on in. It's nothing but positive vibes over here. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, everybody, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and tap on in this thing and get straight to it because we already know the landscape of college football has changed drastically. And the old thinking of many of these programs out there is hindering the programs from going in the direction that they need to go as of right now. I know a lot of people say, hey, man, look, what we've done in the past has always worked, and we're going to continue to keep moving in that direction. Well, I'm going to put it to you like this. If you continue to keep doing something in the same manner, looking for a different outcome, I call that insanity. And right now, seeing that this coach has decided to leave the program left me wondering, like, what's going on? So I said, let me dig in a little bit deeper to see exactly what he was up against being the head coach of this program. And the crazy thing was, when I looked at the multiple coaches that came through the program from years past forward, I said, wow, there's a lot of rich history within this Morgan State football program. And we got to start with Coach Hurt. Coach Hurt coached the Bears football team from 1929 to 1959 with a record of 173 wins, 54 losses, and 18 ties. And he had a winning percentage of 71%. Coach Hurt Division II record ranks first all time. 54 straight wins without a loss, in which he went 47-0-7. Now, the Coach Banks era went from 1960 to 1973 of having a winning percentage of 83%, in which he won 31 games straight with 3 unbeaten seasons with 5 CIAA conference championships and 4 bowl game appearances. During Banks' time at Morgan State University, he sent 45 players to the professional ranks to continue to keep playing professional sports. As it progressed, the program was expecting coaches to come in and get things back in order in the manner in which Coach Banks and Coach Hurt had things with their winning ways 40 years prior to. Looking back, the last time that the Bears won a MEAC championship, which was a 5-way tie, was when Coach Hull took over the program from Coach Dr. Hill Ely, who left and went to Alabama State University. Now, the Bears program, they brought in Coach Wheatley, looking at it from the standpoint of, hey, he's an ex-NFL coach. He's coached on the collegiate level. He's coached at a few Power 5 schools, Syracuse, Michigan. He's coached at Eastern Michigan. He's coached at, as well as he's coached with the Jaguars in the NFL. And not to mention, he's an ex-NFL ball player. So it only made sense for him to bring him in to coach because they looked at it from the standpoint of him having a cachet of assets to get to players to bring them into the Morgan State football program. In 2019, the Bears went 3-9. Now, the 2020 season, we already know that season was put on hold because of the pandemic. But the one thing that kind of threw me off a little bit is the fact that originally the Bears were stating, the Bears as well as the MEAC football conference, let me make sure I preface that, we're looking at playing ball. And then all of a sudden, nah, we're not going to do it. Too many cases of COVID that was going on. They say, hey, we're going to stand down. We're not going to participate. And I understood that from the standpoint of making sure they kept the players' safety and, make sure they kept the players' safety intact. They made safety first, which is respected. Now, looking at it from that standpoint, I say, hey, looking at it from that standpoint, I understand now that with them not playing, that was somewhat of a hindrance to Coach Wheatley being a new coach of the program. Remember, he came into the program in 2019, and he's already having to, I call it purging the roster to get the players into the program that he's looking to recruit into the Morgan State football program to lead them in the direction that he sees his vision going with that football team. And honestly, truly, with them not playing in 2020, he really didn't get a chance to see what he really had out there on the field. to say, hey, these are the necessary players that we need to bring into the program that's going to help us get to where we're going. And we already know right now with how the landscape of college football is right now, coaches are not allowed to coach up players to build their teams like they were able to do when you had Coach Hurt and the previous coaches in the program before. If you're not winning right away or winning right now, guess what? They're going to be looking to move you out. Wheatley, they did play this fall, in which they went 2-9, if I'm not mistaken. They went 2-9 this past fall. And there were some glaring things out there on the field that really stood out as far as what Coach Wheatley would need to do in order to get this team, moving in the right direction. And looking at the recruits that he brought in 2 players from California. He brought in 2 from Michigan, 1 from Texas, and 2 from Florida, which I believe left a few mixed reviews for a lot of boosters, as well as Morgan State fans wondering why didn't he use gas mythology as far as with going to recruit players within the area and bringing them into Morgan State to build that program. I'm going to be honest with you. By no means am I saying that that's a wrong approach to take. What I will say is this. If that approach has not worked for you in the past 30, 40 years since Hurt and Coach Banks left the program some 30, 40 years ago, why are we still continuing with that same type of philosophy? All I'm stating to you is this, it's time for change. And if we're not looking to make a little change, guess what? You're going to end up with the same results. Yes, things are becoming a lot more competitive in the MEAC. Trust me, Coach Pugh over at South Carolina State, he's not going to take his foot off the gas now that he's won his first Celebration Bowl championship. He's not going to take his foot off the gas no time soon. He's looking to bring the type of recruits into the program that's going to get after it for that team every year. And if you're not looking to get outside your comfort zone as far as with recruiting players to come into the Bears football program, guess what? It's going to be tough sledding. And the coaching carousel is going to continue to keep going round and round and round. To see a coach abruptly leave after signing day leaves you to wonder, is there something more to this story that's going on than what's being told? Yeah, like I stated before, the rumblings was there going out to recruit where he went and recruited from. But again, are we looking to bring players into the program that want to be a part of what's going on and understands the message that he's bringing to those players? Or are we just looking to go get an abundance of players, bring them in, hopefully they mesh together, things work the way they need to work, and things move forward? I'm waiting to hear more information on this. Is a business. Coaches come and go, and things like this happen all the time. But hey, to all of the recruits that decide they want to take their talents to Morgan State University, Coach wishes you nothing but the best of luck and look forward to you doing some phenomenal things next season. And to Coach Tyrone Wheatley, going over to the Denver Broncos to coach the running backs group with that football team, wishing you nothing but the best of luck. But until next time, guys, if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. And remember, be the one and lead.